Hello friends, welcome to my corner of the internet. This is Joe, Spirit of 76 YouTube channel. You ever have a log in your yard so long that you forgot where it came from or why you got it, or you even think maybe it should just be firewood? Well, we got this big ugly old girl behind us here. I think it's oak, but there's obviously no leaves. Most of the bark is gone. She's pretty rotten, so I figured I should put that on YouTube. Stay tuned, we're gonna have some fun. Folks, welcome back, I hope. To give some context today, this is a 26-inch red oak log, and that's about what Woodmizer advertises as the absolute max for this mill. I've definitely sped up the film so that you can get the idea without all the tedious interactions. It had a little bit of a taper to it, so it might have been as wide as 28 inches in spots. You can see the taper by how that first cut came off. When I'm milling a log this big, or any log really, I do try to be careful to put the flattest side against the log stops to begin cutting the log. I find I have pretty good success with my clearances that way. This log measured over 9 feet long, and unfortunately I didn't do a great job storing it. It had spent at least a full season on the ground, and that's why all the bark had gone. Still, I felt there was enough heartwood there to want to salvage some of it. You know, there's lots of little techniques that you just can't learn on YouTube. You just got to experience how to do them, like how to use a cant hook and a screw down jack all at the same time. Look at the size of that log. Folks, this is easily the largest log I've ever put on the mill. There was barely a whisper of room on those first 2 cuts. For the more experienced sawyers who are wondering, I would say I was about at half life with this particular bandsaw blade when I started this log. The red oak really takes the zip out of the bandsaw blades, but it's worth it. The result is absolutely spectacular, and again, I really enjoy it. Usually I throw the old bandsaw blades to the side, and then when I'm milling one by stickers later, I'll use up the last little life of them then. I have to say that this angle you can really see how the log is sitting in the cradle of the mill and just taking up all that free space there. a little public safety announcement. Remember, you were working on the round side when you undo a screw jack. Also, logs are heavy. Use tools. But we wrestled it back into place. You know, one thing I like about working cants this large is with this particular fletch cut, you end up with a double live edge slab before you get into the board dimensional lumber. Right about here in the cuts, you can tell that this bandsaw blade is just about had it. Starting to slow itself down in cuts, which makes what's about to happen at the end of this video a little less painful. Folks, let's just take a moment and admire what a massive, okay, now we know. Thought it might have been white. It's red oak. That is with 3 sides squared. Okay, with 3 sides squared. This is where we're at. Let's get a measuring tape on that. "17 inches. 17-inch can, red oak can. Okay, and I tell you what, we ain't cheating. We ain't cheating. Look at that corner. Okay, sapwood maybe, but no bark. No bark, 17-inch red oak cant by the Woodmizer LX25. That is outstanding. Just interject here that one thing with these smaller mills is they love to fog up with sawdust. That causes a couple other little headaches. Found it handy to have a little shop blower on hand. I am aware of the camera filming all the time, and so here and there I try to wrestle those 80-pound boards in a way that the camera can pick up. A little sneak peek of all that beautiful red oak wood grain when I go by. By this point, I definitely knew I had something special. You'll notice me change my pushing technique to what the manual would tell you is right. One thing I constantly find is my left hand drift into the middle bar of the gas tank to try to get an even push rate. By now, as you work your way into the cant, you can definitely afford to step aside, use the handle how it was intended, and let the mill do the work. Okay, friends, let's see what we got here. Get that in frame. That is 15 1/4. Probably milled down. We're talking 2x15s, definitely 14s. 2x14 red oak. Here's the moment the internet's been waiting for. A little Napa bucket of fish. Hello, gorgeous. And that right there, folks, is why you need to buy a sawmill. Well, I was riding pretty high at this point in the project, and I made the most rookie mistake of all. Some of you know what's about to happen next. Just listen. Yep, I did it. I sawed into a log stop. You know that expression about some days you're the bug and some days you're the windshield? Well, some days you're the mill log, ain't she gorgeous? And some days you're the log stop. Happens to everybody. Hey folks, thank you so much for watching. I'd really appreciate it if you could hit subscribe if you haven't already. It's free, it really helps me out, and it helps me put out better content every time. Thank you.